So we down to two.
All right.
We down to two. And you pretty much answered this one. It's a, is it anything that you would change on your show, so on your podcast? Is it anything or anything you would have done different if you had to do it again?
Um, there's nothing that I would have done differently, but I did learn some major lessons. So I have some regrets, but I learned from them, if that makes sense.
You want to talk about?
So, definitely I would have made sure. All right, Ruru. I would have made sure that I had a stronger. Say hi. Say Ruby saying hi, y'all. But I would have had a stronger concept for what the podcast is. I would have put in a lot more research. I would have put in a lot more research before I started doing the show. I would have probably took my time getting everything right. But at the time when I started it, I was trying to
Just get it up.
I was trying to get it up. I was trying to accomplish something because when I was at a point in my life where it was just like I had the mindset of I start things and I don't see it through to the end. So me getting the podcast started and on the air was me seeing something through to the end. So that really was the initial goal, you know what I'm saying, when we first launched the podcast. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I didn't put in work. Like, of course I put in work. It was a lot of work to, you know what I'm saying, figure out what we was going to talk about, what's the theme, getting the artwork, you know what I'm saying? I did all that. You know what I'm saying? So like I got the artwork like done. Like I had one of my friends doing the artwork. You know what I'm saying? Finding the thing, and I was doing everything off my phone. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
didn't have no fancy microphones. You know what I'm saying? Studio setups. You know what I'm saying? Ruby barking in the episodes. You know what I'm saying? Dude had his fire alarm beeping in the background. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is, and we rocked it out.
And y'all had that automatic cougher. Remember, remember that automatic cougher you go.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
they had that too.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So it was, I probably would have just spent a little more time fine tuning things. But, you know, we already said it in this
Yeah,
episode. I'm
right.
impulsive.
But
I'm
it is what it is. I mean,
Exactly.
you
I
know,
learned from it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I and what I get from that, because there will be other projects, right? My life ain't gonna start and end with the podcast.
Right.
And
It's a life lesson.
it's
That
a
you
life
learn
lesson.
how to do something.
When I step into something, I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna make sure that I get my ducks in a row before I really put that out there. Because even again, like I said, like now when I introduce this podcast to people, I be like, "Have you heard it before? And if you heard it before, when did you hear it?"
You be praying they don't say that.
And
yeah, I
most of the
heard
time,
the first
yeah,
episode.
that most of the time that's what people say. They heard the first episode.
I heard the one where dude slept with 18.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know.
Exactly. So a lot of it be that kind of thing, but you know what I'm saying. I don't regret it. Like I said, I learned from it, and even the things from back then, it's just like that's where I was, but I was going through a process. I was
Right.
learning. You know.
Right. Oh, I get it. It makes sense to me.